Party was hoping for. Also, the recent corruption allegations seem to be hurting the party because both in Manish Sisodia and in Satyendra Jain's constituencies, the AAP lost. So, what is the big takeaway, the big message from the MCD elections? Is Kejriwal's writ now going to be unchallenged going further in Delhi? And more importantly, now the Aam Aadmi Party can claim its own version of double engine ki sarkar with its party's government both in the state as well as in the MCD. So that means no more excuses for not solving Delhi's problems, whether it is pollution or the garbage crisis. But first, the story so far.
बीजेपी का भी सहयोग चाहता हूं, इसमें मैं कांग्रेस का भी सहयोग चाहता हूं, मैं सबका सहयोग चाहता हूं। सबके सहयोग से हम दिल्ली को ठीक करेंगे।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बहुत अच्छा चुनाव लड़ा। दिल्ली के लोगों ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के ऊपर भी भरोसा जताया है। हमने 39% वोट लिए।
प्रचार प्रसार की जीत हुई है और जो जनता के विषय थे, जो मुद्दे थे, वो शायद अभी भी दबे रह गए।
Right, so the big takeaways of the MCD election. Joining me was a very special guest. I spoke to him a little earlier in the day today. Raghav Chadha is the Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament and also Delhi boy. Thanks very much for speaking with us, Raghav. The BJP's 15-year reign in the MCD has come to an end. I want to first know from you, how do you see this victory today? Yes, may not have been as much of a landslide as you thought or you hoped it was. Are you tempered by that fact? Or is a win a win? In politics, you go past the halfway mark of 125, you are the winner. It's a winner takes all, first past the post system.
Every single person who calls Delhi its home for once again, blessing the Aam Aadmi Party and blessing Mr. Kejriwal with an opportunity to serve them. Till now, whatever responsibility that was given to Mr. Kejriwal as Chief Minister, be it electricity, be it the sector of healthcare, education, water, so on and so forth, Mr. Kejriwal has delivered. And this time, the people of Delhi have rewarded Mr. Kejriwal with an additional responsibility of cleaning Delhi, of making Delhi a clean, green, beautiful city, by giving him an opportunity to work in the MCD. For the last 15 years, as we all know, the BJP was running a completely rotten and corrupt administration. People of Delhi have uprooted the BJP and installed a clean party, that is the Aam Aadmi Party. And I think the one big message, Zaka, from this entire election is that the politics of abuse, falsehood and levelling baseless allegations to digress from the real issues, that dirty politics today stands defeated, and politics of issues and uprightness has won today. I think today, by virtue of casting the vote, the people of Delhi have spoken and they've told the BJP in no uncertain terms who is Kattar Imandar and who is Kattar Beiman.
But Raghav, the BJP is also pointing to the fact that their number is a respectable one. It's above 100. They are saying also that the issue of corruption seems to be hurting the Aam Aadmi Party, because both in Mr. Manish Sisodia's constituency as well as in Mr. Satyendra Jain's constituency, the Aam Aadmi Party has lost.
First of all, this assessment is inaccurate. I think in Manish Sisodia's constituency, we have won one ward, and I think we've lost either one or a couple of wards. But having said that, if this was an assessment, then Aam Aadmi Party has secured a majority. We are well above the majority mark. That means people of Delhi have overwhelmingly voted for the Aam Aadmi Party, as it writ large from the results. Number two, if I were to go by BJP's leaders and their constituencies, then you would be surprised to know that the BJP's own state president, Adesh Gupta's own assembly constituency, BJP lost all the wards. Every single ward was lost by the BJP. So what does this show? So I think this is a very puerile and a very convenient way of looking at things for the BJP. The big message is that BJP did everything possible and used every dirty trick in the book to stop Aam Aadmi Party. They used They roped in more than 7 chief ministers to come and campaign in Delhi. More than 17 union ministers and hundreds of members of parliament. The entire might of the BJP, the entire might of the national organization of the RSS, the CBI, the ED, the income tax. In fact, a con man suffering a jail term in Tihar jail was also roped in by the BJP.
Okay.
And all this was done to stop one man, Arvind Kejriwal, from winning this election.
So
and the people of Delhi blessed their own son, the eldest son in their family, that is Arvind Kejriwal, and rewarded him with an additional responsibility. I think people of Delhi have spoken. Politics of negativity, falsehood, abuse stands completely defeated today.
So
and
I want to ask you, where does the Aam Aadmi Party go from here?
Unsolicited advice.
Now, I'm asking you, where does the Aam Aadmi Party go from here? Because despite your best efforts in Gujarat, almost all exit pollsters have said that you will come back with just single digits. Your performance would be underwhelming. In Himachal, you didn't put up much of a fight in the first place. Are you in a position to, become a national alternative to the BJP? Because by and large, you're now being seen as a two-state party. You're in power in Delhi, you're in power in Punjab. But to take on the BJP, you need to have a national presence. You are not even a national party up until now, at least.
The Aam Aadmi Party is a decade-old political party, and it is India's fastest growing political startup. The fastest growing political party that has been there in this country in the history of independent India. In less than a decade of our existence, we have 2 state governments, one in Delhi, one in Punjab. We have more than 10 Rajya Sabha MPs. We have MLAs in Goa. MLAs in Gujarat will happen tomorrow. We have a majority in the municipal corporation in Chandigarh. We have a majority in the municipal corporation of Delhi. And the sky is the limit. It's because people are blessing us. They are rewarding us with additional responsibility and seva. And Aam Aadmi Party, in its truest sense, is today the principal challenger to the BJP. This small municipal election, which got a national flavor and became a very high voltage election, where 2 political parties clashed, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, where BJP was the ruling party, Aam Aadmi Party was the challenger. In this straight fight, Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal defeated the BJP. And I think this is a reflection of what India's national politics is going to be, and how national politics of India is also going to become a Kejriwal versus Modi, BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party
of course,
politics and
you would want to frame it that way going forward into 2024. But let's see. We'll leave it at that. Thanks very much, Raghav Chadha, for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. And congratulations on your victory. Yes, like I said, it's not an overwhelming mandate. It is a tempered down mandate. But how may this play out? We will wait and see. We'll now open this up to our guests who are joining us. Mudit Agarwal is Vice President of the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee. Abab Singh Grewal of the Aam Aadmi Party is joining us. Rashid Kidwai, author and journalist, and Kailash Adhikari is Director of Governance now. Mudit Agarwal, let me start with you, because, one of the stories of this election is also that the Congress party has been reduced to single digits. You had a 15-year reign of Sheila Dikshit, and Sheila Dikshit's party today is down to single digits, just 9 seats out of 250.
Zaka, if you remember, in 2020 election, in assembly election, Congress got 0 seats and only 4% to vote. So this time we have increased our tally by 8%, but we are disappointed with the result. We expected to do much better, at least in terms of vote percentage. As far as Kejriwalji's party, our party is concerned, their vote percentage reduced by 12%, and BJP's almost remained the same from 2020. I now hope and sincerely hope Mr. Kejriwal will get away from politics of mudslinging, name-calling, propaganda and advertisement, and actually now please deliver. He should no longer make excuses of not solving the pollution problem, the traffic problem in Delhi, the bad water quality problem in Delhi, the Yamuna pollution. He should stop all excuses and please convert Delhi into London and Paris. Like he has
on that I agree with you. Now there is no excuse for not working. But one second, let me also get Shehzad Poonawalla. One second, give me 1 second. Let me get Shehzad Poonawalla into the conversation. The fact is, Shehzad, that the 15-year reign of the BJP in the MCD has come to an end. You may say we have a respectable figure, 104 is not a bad figure. And of course, Aam Aadmi Party was saying that they will get 150, they will get 200. Fact of the matter is a win. Today, they are 134, you're 104. You got to concede at least that much to them.
No, I am happy to, first of all, with all humility at my command, to accept the verdict that the people of Delhi have given us. There are learnings in this for us, clearly. After 15 years, they have managed to get 30 odd councillors more than us. And I think there is a learning in it for us. But as much as that is the truism, let me also show you something else.
MCD का लिख देता हूँ, MCD का लिख देता हूँ।
अच्छा,
MCD का
Exactly लिख देता हूँ। MCD के चुनाव में बीजेपी की 250 में से 20 से कम
MCD के चुनाव में केजरीवाल said हमारी 250 में से 20 से कम आएगी. Nobody gave us a chance till yesterday. All the exit polls were saying ये तो गए.
Okay.
After that, we have reached 104. We're 30 odd short of the Aam Aadmi Party. What does this tell you? That while there must have been some amount of incumbency against us for the last 15 years, and true, there are some weaknesses in the organization, true, but the 8 years government of Arvind Kejriwal is also suffering from anti-incumbency to the extent that what they were expecting hasn't delivered. Secondly, what Mudit was rightly saying, from 52%, 53%, they are down to 42%, whereas we, from 2017 to 2020 to 2022, we have increased our vote share progressively.
No, you've gone from 37 to 39%. That's not a great jump.
Then that can't be said that people have rejected us.
No. People have rejected you because you, as you said, you're 30 seats short of the Aam Aadmi Party. No, one second. Can I ask one question? No. Can I ask one question? And that is, when in 2017 in Gujarat you went down from 120 seats to 99 seats, everybody said it's a tempered down verdict, but a win is a win, right?
No, but
it's the same thing.
But see, now again you're comparing two different sets of equations. I'll tell you why.
No, you are also comparing Assembly and MCD.
No, I'm not comparing Assembly and MCD. I am comparing the people of Delhi and how they've been voting for both BJP, Congress and Aam Aadmi, all three, in election after election. And what is clear is that the mandate that the people of Delhi gave to Aam Aadmi Party just 2 years ago has eroded. And
sure.
Let me give you one more.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing on that.
Just one last statistic.
Okay.
Satyendra Jain, 0 out of 3 wards.
Yeah.
Manish Sisodia, 1 out of 4. Kailash Gehlot, 0 out of 3. Amanatullah Khan, 1 out of 5. There is a message there that the politics of corruption and the politics of overcommitment, the politics of Tushtikam have been rejected.
I'll ask that to Abab Singh Grewal, but I think before you came, Raghav was on the debate and he said by that same logic...
He was on a one-on-one.
Yeah, he was on a one-on-one, a pre-recorded one-on-one, which I said to my viewers. By that same logic, under Adesh Gupta's constituency, BJP lost all wards. But anyway, be that as it may.
May I just answer this
let me ask, let Abab Singh Grewal, and then I'll come back to you, Shehzad.
Okay.
Abab Singh Grewal, the BJP is saying, and rightfully so, you may call it narrative spinning or whatever. The fact is that in Satyendra Jain's constituency, you've not won a single ward. In Manish Sisodia's constituency, you've won 1 out of 4. In Kailash Gehlot's constituency, you've not won a single ward. The corruption allegations are hurting the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, Mr. Jacob, the fact is that firstly, we humbly accept the verdict given by the people of Delhi, and despite all the machinations, we wish and we pray that the BJP now accepts this verdict and let's allow democracy to prevail, and let's not start Operation Lotus in Delhi from tomorrow morning. Number one. Number two, the Congress has pointed out very rightly that now talk about the issues. We will talk about the issues, and we are ready to talk about them, and we are ready to take responsibility. And like Mr. Kejriwal said, that anybody or everybody who's been chosen, who's lost, who's done ever, I'll work for you first. And we seek the blessings of the Prime Minister. As far as the BJP is concerned, I'm sure you can trust the BJP to turn a defeat into a masterstroke. Seriously, 30 seats short. You've been decimated, 15 years of rule, you've been thrown out. And now, despite of your delaying the elections by about 9 months, and despite you changing the rules according to your wishes, you have been decimated. You should realize one thing, that this politics that you've been doing for so long has its limits. And I'm from Punjab, and I felt so proud when Mr. Bhagwant Mann stood right next to Mr. Kejriwal today, because we've got something to offer, sir. And secondly...
No, so one second, Mr. Grewal, give me 10 seconds. You said now, yes, politics of performance will be the barometer. For the longest time, Delhi's pollution problem... Just hear me out, 10 seconds. Delhi's pollution problem, Mr. Kejriwal said, जब हमारी सरकार पंजाब में बन जाएगी, दिल्ली में प्रदूषण बंद हो जाएगी. We haven't seen that happening. We haven't seen that happening.
Yes, there's a serious misconception that stubble burning causes the majority of pollution problems in Delhi. The pollution
But
problems
that's
in
what
Delhi, the
Kejriwal
stubble
used to say.
Sir,
Oh
sir,
God.
sir, let me
That's
finish.
what he said.
Sir, can I finish?
Okay, let
Sir,
him
can
finish.
I
Let him finish. One at a time. Let him finish. Yeah.
What is he saying
That's,
now?
that's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah. Let him finish.
of
Let him
course-
finish. Yeah.
Laughable.
That's 12. That's 12 to 18%. Number two, we are going breakneck
Kejriwal
speed to
said
set up.
the pollution in Delhi was only due to
Mudit Saab, एक second. Please give him 30 seconds. I'll come back to you after that. Let Mr. Grewal finish.
Can I finish? First of all, we are setting up plants all over Punjab where the parali will be taken care of and will be made out of energy. Number one. Number two, we are taking initiatives in the neighboring state Haryana as well because the farmers are very cooperative over there as well.
Okay.
Number three, we are trying to solve the groundwater problem. And number four, the people who have been rejected, who are living in a world of their own, who still feel that they will somehow unite the nation while traveling in AC buses, well, they should not start blaming us.
Okay.
Bapu traveled in third class. Traveled in third
Okay,
class.
I'll come back to the political spokesperson. Give me 2 minutes because I've got Rashid also there. I've got Kailash Adhikari also there. Rashid, the fact of the matter is that today, in Delhi at least, the Congress is as good as, I wouldn't say non-existent, but it's a pale shadow of what it used to be during Sheila Dikshit's time. And she has been gone out of power for the last 10 years plus now. And yet, there are no signs of any revival of the Congress party. Congress party is down to 9 seats. When always the prevailing wisdom in Delhi was that there is a residual Congress vote which will never go. Yes, you didn't get any MLAs last election and the election before that. But the fact is, even the residual vote now seems to have gone lock, stock and barrel with the Aam Aadmi Party.
Absolutely, Zaka, is a very serious situation. And look at that 9 councillors who have won, 7 of them are Muslims, so they have won from Muslim-dominated seats. So this is also going to enhance that kind of tag that Congress is a party which is getting sizable minority votes or Muslim votes, etc. And that would become slightly problematic if the BJP or Aam Aadmi Party starts targeting Congress on that count. Okay. So Congress has multiple challenges and it's actually run out of ideas also.
Okay. And this whole idea that some kind of a Bharat Jodo Yatra is going to help it revive its electoral fortunes, that is certainly not happening. It might revive, Mr. Rahul Gandhi's image, but certainly in terms of electoral fortunes, you haven't seen that in MCD. Surely I don't see any great earth-shattering stuff happening tomorrow in Gujarat or Himachal.
So all eyes are on Himachal. If the Congress can get Himachal, then that will be some kind of face saver. It will be packaged as. But if they lose Himachal also, then I think Bharat Jodo Yatra will come under a lot of criticism, even from within.
This is where I find the logic extremely amazing. Rahul Gandhi is insulated from the result in Gujarat because after all, Bharat Jodo did not go to Gujarat. He just went there for one day. But if by some chance Congress wins Himachal, then the credit should go to Bharat Jodo. I mean,
credit has many fathers and failure is
has none. But anyway, Kailash, let me get a quick word from you. One of the things, again, I keep going back to this, is this halo of, and Mr. Kejriwal keeps saying again and again, hum kattar imandar hai, hum kattar imandar hai. If that were the case, you cannot argue but that Satyendra Jain's constituency, Sisodia's constituency, Kailash Gehlot's constituency, if the Aam Aadmi Party has lost wards there, then that halo of Kattar Imandar has taken a beating or two.
Absolutely, Zaka, it has taken. And also, if you go to see the kind of win that the Aam Aadmi Party had projected, during the course of the elections, it has not got that. It is after 15 years that the BJP is out of power in the MCD, and that too by a fraction of just 30 seats. I mean, as per what was projected in the various exit polls and what was propagated by the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP has put up a very solid front. And apart from that, also the kind of communication that the Aam Aadmi Party is doing, that let's take it as a referendum, a national referendum or a state-wise referendum, I think that's very foolish on their part, because come tomorrow, the results of 2 states are out, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, and we'll see that, whose referendum is what. So, having said that, although the Aam Aadmi Party has registered a victory in the MCD polls, but it is not a victory that they would have liked to see, or at least what they had communicated during the course of the election.
Okay, Shehzad, since we are comparing, between Assembly and MCD, I also have a report card of the constituencies under various parliamentary constituencies. Obviously, all our viewers know that all 7 MPs are from the BJP. Only Gautam Gambhir and Manoj Tiwari have a strike rate of more than 30%. The remaining 5 MPs, Meenakshi Lekhi, Mr. Parvesh Verma, Mr. Hansraj Hans, all of them have a strike rate of less than 30%, which means 1 out of 3 seats in their constituency they have won. The remaining 2 have gone to Aam Aadmi Party.
All of these are going to be analyzed and introspected upon by the party, obviously, because it reflects that there is a lack of organizational capability lacking somewhere. That needs to be looked at. Lack of communication, that needs to be looked at. And overall, we need to look at the fact that, yes, it was a tough battle after 15 years, but we could have, maybe if there would have been more votes that were polled, we polled less than 2017, maybe the results would have been different. But that can't be a salvation point for us. We need to look into where we've gone wrong. We take elections very seriously, so we're going to introspect this. But having said that, can I ask you another question? 3 ministers in their total wards, only 1 seat is won. Is it a repudiation of the so-called Delhi model, or is it the corruption charge? The Aam Aadmi Party should answer this. Either is these 3 ministers and the taint on them which has been put by the courts, because the courts haven't given them relief, or else if they say that this is a victory for the Aam Aadmi Party model, where did that model disappear in the constituencies of their 3 ministers?
No, but the Delhi model seemed to have worked in other parts of Delhi, which is why they are back in power.
These are ministers.
Yeah, fair enough. No, on that point, so I completely agree with you. On the 3 ministers, against whom there are corruption allegations.
Let me just add one statement.
If they have lost, yes, it is a reflection that those corruption allegations are hurting. Absolutely.
But the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson is unwilling to accept it. In fact, Sanjay Singh came and said कि ये तो कट्टर ईमानदारी के लिए verdict है. That's what we are saying. Don't be dishonest with the verdict. This is not a verdict for your कट्टर ईमानदारी. That the court will decide.
Mr. Grewal, this is something that is going to haunt you. That in Sisodia's constituency, in Jain's constituency, in Kailash Gehlot's constituency, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to have lost a majority of wards, and that is a problem.
Yes, in Mr. Jain's constituency, they've won all the wards, but they kept the local MLA out. They kept him in prison and they did all their antics. In Mr. Sisodia's area, the margin is between 180 and 400 votes at the max. And Mr. Gehlot, it's the same story. Number 1. Number 2, they have tried to sling mud at us, sir. It is not sticking. It is not sticking. They gerrymandered, they postponed the elections, they combined the MCD, they wanted a mayor to be standing in front of Mr. Kejriwal, now he's going to be our guy. They've tried their best. And the second more important part is that Mr. Modi doesn't have a number 2. Mr. Amit Shah can say whatever, but all over India there's no
what is that? What relevance does that have to? What relevance does that have to the MCD election result?
Yes. Let me give a relevance. That the relevance is this: that in Gujarat, Mr. Modi says, "Vote for me, don't look at the MLA." In Himachal, Mr. Modi says, "Vote for me, don't look at the MLA." In MCD, BJP says, "Vote for Modi, don't look at the MLA." Well, we have challenged Mr. Modi with a probe.
Okay. One second. Mudit Agarwal to respond, and then one second. I'll come back to you.
Skip the question. Is it the corruption thing,
fair
or
enough.
is it the failure of the Delhi model?
Let Mudit Agarwal. Mudit Agarwal. Yes.
And look at this. The Congress is being supported by the BJP.
Okay.
Come on.
Mr. Grewal, I've heard you. Yeah. Let Mudit has been waiting patiently. Let him respond. Yeah. Yes, Mudit.
I'm going to make 2 points and kindly do not interrupt. You have given everyone enough time and not me. First point. As per the interview of Mr. Chadha, all he's suggesting is there is no need for the courts now. If anyone who wins an election, that means all the charges are done away with. Is that the position you're going to take in a democracy? Just because you have won an election, that means all charges of corruption have gone. So that is one point. The second, even the more important point, look at what our party has been saying about BJP's performance in MCD. Let's take our party's version and that BJP hasn't performed at all, which is actually true, but they still got a lot of votes. And same goes for our party, what BJP and Congress have been saying for our party, that they haven't performed at all. Look, Delhi has become a worse state to live in the last 8 years. Still they got votes. So what in India we should be worried about is this decoupling of development and getting an electoral victory. somewhere over a period of last 10-15 years, that has been decoupled. And
hang on one second. How have you come to that conclusion? How have you come to that conclusion? By that logic, by that logic, then Congress party should be winning election after election because you are the ones who are giving Vikas all the time.
You listen to me.
I don't understand your logic.
What did I say?
No, your logic is flawed, sir.
I said, please listen, have some patience, okay? Have some patience. I said electoral performances and development agenda have been decoupled. And that's the serious issue which we need to worry about.
So
Look at the daily monitor.
So please tell me, why did the Congress party relegate itself to 9 seats? Please tell me. If the Congress's version of development was something that people of Delhi and people of Gujarat should be so happy about, then why isn't the Congress getting the kind of numbers that you're hoping that it would get? You're down to 9 seats, 9 wards. You're not even in double digits in a city that you ruled for 15 years.
Zaka, that's my whole point. That's exactly what I said. Right now, electoral performances and doing development are not connected in India any longer.
So, by that logic, Sheila Dikshit model also would have been rejected by the people of Delhi. Yet she ruled for 15 years.
It's happening over the last 10 years. That's something which is
Please,
seriously happening in
if
India
you
over
want
10
to
years.
come up with
Come on,
excuses,
Zaka.
Mudit Saab, please, let's have a very civil conversation here. If you want to come up with excuses, one second. If you want to come up with excuses for why the Congress party is not able to revive its fortunes, please come up with better ones. To say that people have dealing, are you telling me the people of Delhi are idiots? They're just voting for Hindu Mussalman. Come on, please have some logical arguments.
Anyways, Zaka, please don't talk to me that way.
I'm sorry. I'm not. With
what did I say?
No disrespect to you,
tell me,
but I'm sorry.
Zaka,
your logic is
Zaka,
absolutely flawed.
Zaka,
Today, if the Congress party had 50 seats, I would have been willing to buy your logic. Today, the Congress party has less than 10 seats in a city where you ruled for 15 years. Surely there must be something wrong in what the Congress is offering the people of Delhi. Anyway, that besides the point. That besides,
we are not wrong.
Sir,
I'm saying,
the problem is people who live in glass houses. The problem is that people who live in glass houses say that everybody around me has a stone. But the problem is not that I'm in a glass house. Anyway, I want one second. I want to come back to Shehzad. Shehzad. I will take 1 point. 1 second, Mr. Agarwal. I've spent enough time with you. Let me go to Shehzad. One of the points that Mr. Grewal made, I think it's a valid one. In Delhi, as of today, you do not have a political personality who can take on Mr. Kejriwal. In Gujarat, of course, there is the emotional connect with the Prime Minister, even if he's not on the ticket, even if he's not fighting, for the assembly elections, or he's not fighting to be the Chief Minister. There is that emotional connect. People will still vote for Modi. In Delhi, though, you need a local face who can take on Arvind Kejriwal, and as of today, you don't have one.
Well, but what is the shame in accepting that perhaps we need to improve on that area?
Of course.
Of course. So there's nothing embarrassing for me to acknowledge that.
No. So the point that Mr. Grewal was making is that every vote can't be for Modi. You need strong.
I pretty much was part of this entire campaign. We didn't ask for votes in the name of Mr. Modi. Let me be very clear and candid. We asked that 15 years, we have built 15,000 parks, we've built 9 hospitals, we are giving some services to the people of Delhi. Please vote for us. This was our primary campaign. Then there were issues of corruption, which are propriety and charitraka issues. We raised those issues and we got whatever we got. If you are saying we lack a better leadership, of course we're going to brainstorm on it. But having said that, Zaka, think of it from this way. 15 years, some of our organizational and leadership issues at our end, all their campaign, their ad money, Punjab government, Delhi government spending tons of money on social media, on everything. Yet they got just 30 more seats than us.
No, but that argument, they're also making that a dozen cabinet ministers, they're out campaigning. You have 7 MPs out there campaigning. They are making the same argument against you.
I'll address. Their Rashtriya Sanyojak Arvind Kejriwal was campaigning. Our Rashtriya Neta Nadda ji was campaigning. They have 2 CMs, 2 out of 2 were campaigning. We have 18 CMs, 6 out of 18 were campaigning. So farak kahan hai bhai? They also put their national leadership. We also put, because we take election seriously. We take it very seriously. But Zakal, imagine 15 years of serving people of Delhi. Yet, with all their money, with their 8 years government, with all the advertising power, Kejriwal ka chehra, Kejriwal ki sarkar, 30 seats more than us.
Mr.
30
Grewal,
seats more than us.
Mr. Grewal, that argument that they put
Those
6
are
chief ministers
25 ka
doesn't,
dekhiye
union ministers doesn't hold because you also threw the kitchen sink at MCD elections.
Bhagwant Maan was
Yeah.
all
yeah.
over.
Let me finish. First of all, the BJP accusing us of spending money, it's laughable, first of all.
Sir,
Number
you
two,
spend 1,000 crores on ads for one city state.
let me
The
finish.
CAG has put it on record, 4,200% increase in the budget. You are the biggest ad spender.
No,
Let me finish.
while we in the television business always welcome ads, the fact is ads don't win elections. Okay, let's be very clear.
But ads ensure visibility. Ads
fair enough,
ensure
fair
propaganda.
enough. What wins elections is whether people
And
buy
ads ensure one-on-ones.
whether people buy what you have done and what you're promising to do. Anyway, Mr. Grewal, go on.
We threw the sink at you and we won. You threw the sink at us with all the stink in it, and you threw the pot at us as well. But we won. Number one. Number two, come on. BJP is accusing us of spending money. The Congress is accusing us of everything else. Well, you have won by appeasement. The BJP helped you, and the Muslims will realize soon enough that the Congress is done for, and their fake secular promises have nothing to do with anything.
No, but
they
Mr. Grewal, can I point you to a no? Once again, I'm not making a big issue out of an MCD election on this data point, but the fact is, in this MCD election, the Aam Aadmi Party, compared to the 2020 Assembly election, you have lost the Muslim vote by as much as 14 percentage points, and similarly, Dalit votes also. You've lost about 12 percentage points of Dalit votes, and most importantly, once again, can I just finish this? Most importantly, in many of the Northeast Delhi constituencies which were hit by the 2020 Delhi riots, your people have lost. So surely there is something to be said there as well. Like I said, it's a corporation election at the end of the day, so I don't want to I extrapolate too much out of it. But the fact is, the share of support of the Aam Aadmi Party amongst Muslims and Dalits has fallen in this election.
Yes, because of all the machinations, the riots, 84 riots, and Rajiv Gandhi got a thumping majority. Sir, I'm from Punjab. I'm telling you, this is what they do. And can you imagine the BJP and the Congress getting together and making sure that they can divide the vote on religious grounds when they don't have anything to talk about? When we are saying, let's discuss the issues.
Okay.
This is what they've been trying.
Anyway, okay, 30 seconds and I need to get
This
Rashid
is coming on a day when we've seen the court frame charges against Tahir Hussain saying that he orchestrated and masterminded the riots. And having said that, I've not got an answer. The 3 ministers' constituencies, did the Delhi model not work, or was it the corruption charge?
Anyway, so let me go to Rashid. No, Rashid. The point is, I want to look at the national picture. Obviously, you heard from Raghav also earlier on, where he said that this is going to set the stage for 2024. I'm not sure I entirely buy that, because the Aam Aadmi Party even today is a 2-state party. You have a government in Punjab, you have a government in Delhi. If Mr. Kejriwal needs to be a serious contender, a challenger to Mr. Modi in 2024, they need to start winning more and more states. Where do you see them do that between now and 2024?
I think, Zaka, it's a very tough call. I mean, the news of Congress demise is always, highly exaggerated. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Kejriwal's party does not have a single member of parliament of Lok Sabha till date. So unless they start winning Lok Sabha seats, you cannot have a national leader, because after all, it's parliament and it's office of prime minister that is the most sought after. So that presents, I think, there is a long way. And second thing, Zaka, the entire discussion, this focus on that mandate theory is rather problematic, because there is rule of law and there is mandate. So there is no correlation either way. I mean, whether it's not admission of guilt, it is not a kind of giving a clean check to an accused person.
No.
So that has to be maintained.
What I want to know, fine, they might be a small party, they might be constricted to just 2 states or whatever, but in the battle of narratives, surely a Modi versus Kejriwal would be enticing to the anti-BJP voter more than a Modi versus a Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, so Zaka, Mr. Kejriwal seems to be in a great hurry. He is, I think, he's in a VP Singh mode. He just wants to take all kind of political, shortcuts, grandstanding, everything. This is not to deny the electoral victory that is there in municipal corporation. Okay. But the municipal corporation will remain a municipal corporation, not a Lok Sabha.
All right, I'll give Kailash the final word. At least one thing is clear, and I guess this trend will hold out tomorrow in Gujarat as well, that Bharat Jodo may be a political exercise, certainly not an electoral one, because there are no electoral benefits that are visible either, even in a corporation election or in a state election.
Absolutely, Zaka. More than Bharat Jodo, as I've always and I'll again reiterate, it has to be Congress Jodo. The thing is, Zaka, Congress's disconnect with the people has grown over a period of years. Your connect should grow. Here, the disconnect has grown.
Will you give me time
that is the
to
problem.
respond, Zaka?
So, be it
I
elections
will. Yes, I will. Let him finish though first, please.
Come on,
Let him
Zaka,
finish
this is
though
not
first,
fair.
please. I'm telling you the same thing that you told me. Please have some patience. Give me 30 seconds.
Listen to us.
Let Kailash finish.
We
Yeah,
don't want
thank
to
you,
listen
sir.
to us.
Thank you.
You
Zaka.
may not want to listen,
whether
but the
it's-
viewers will want to. No, please.
So whether-
This is not fair.
I'm coming to you, Saab. I'm coming to you.
Sir, you're not letting me speak. That is not fair.
Yeah, Kailash, finish your point.
I never interrupted anyone.
Yeah, Kailash, finish your point.
Thank you, Zaka. So whether it's election by election, corporation, state, or any national election that we have seen, the disconnect is growing. And we have seen during the entire course of the Bharat Jodo Yatra also that nothing concrete has been reaped out of it. Tomorrow when the elections results comes in for the state of Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, and as per what we go by the exit polls, it doesn't look very promising for them. So the thing is, any such yatra is actually done to have the connect with the voters, with the people of the India. Here, over a period of 8 years, since 2014, the only parts of the matter is that the disconnect is growing.
Okay, Mudit Agarwal, final word.
I hope you don't interrupt me again. I mean
I don't
these
have all the
guys are
time in the world,
scared
but go
of
on,
that.
yeah.
No, I know what you're going to do anyways. So my earlier point, let's forget that. So all I'm saying is, look at what our party has done. They've been going around town that they're going to win Goa, Uttarakhand, Himachal. You will get to know what happens in Himachal tomorrow. You see, it's all about narrative building by doing fake propaganda. That's exactly what is happening. They are actually scared of Bharat Jodo Yatra. If we are doing a Bharat Jodo Yatra, you should be supporting it. After all, it's so good for India, no? So why don't you support it? You see, you cannot, because the only thing you want to do is do Congress bashing, which our party is free to do. Did our party ever stand with Congress when BJP were poaching our governments? So that's the fake narrative that Kejriwal-ji said. As far as what I was talking about, development in votes,
Okay.
you see, what I was saying was very simple thing in 10 seconds. There is no longer a connect between the fact that even if you don't do development, you can actually get votes. So this is a worrying sign which is happening in India now. This is the small point.
Fundamentally
which you made a huge
disagree.
issue
I
about.
fundamentally disagree
You
with
may
that.
disagree,
I think
fine.
that just
So
puts
tell me something,
conventional
has
electoral
been-
politics
in the last
on
8
its
years.
head. But anyway, let's agree to
Any-
disagree. I have
last 8
to
years.
wrap up the show.
Simple.
Thank you very much to all our guests. I'll take a quick break. That was the news around the MCD election up until now. But as we take the break, let's hear a big news that we have for car owners.
Particular civic issue of sanitation in the national capital, and what has the BJP done about it? Shivamji.
I do agree that sanitation and cleanliness is the core issue of the Delhi Municipal Corporation. I don't shy away from doing so. But I do want to say that it is the BJP who has ensured that the landfill sites, the height of landfill sites was reduced by the BJP run MCD only. The landfill sites were probably cut down to quite a good meters by the BJP only. It was the BJP who ensured that the garbage was picked up from every household, and there was a Ghar Ghar Kuda Uthane Ki Yojana by the BJP only. It is the BJP who's been working for the Delhiites in amidst lack of funds being which were probably stopped by the Delhi government for quite some years now. And still the BJP has been working fantastically well in Municipal Corporation of Delhi, and that is how
Shivamji, there's
the
a
people of
particular
Delhi have
landfill
responded
site,
to
the
the works of
Ghazipur
BJP.
landfill site,
And I think
the so-called mountain of garbage which dominates the picture of Delhi. That's what the Aam Aadmi Party has been repeatedly talking about. They also say that you promised that you're going to bring it down, but you did not work on sustainable waste disposable mechanisms here in the national capital. Talk about that particular landfill site.
I don't respond to allegations, but I prefer to work on what I've done. If you want, I can take your camera team all across to the landfill sites where the height of the garbage has got reduced thanks to the plants being set up by the MCD. I don't need to probably counter on what allegations they are making. They all make false allegations, and that is how they have been into the politics since then. But I believe that my work for the past 15 years have been responded well by the people of Delhi, and this is how and this is why the BJP is again going to form a government once again in Delhi. And I think the trends what all you are showing right now is reflective of the fact that yes, the people have agreed and accepted the fact that for past 15 years BJP has done quite well in the MCD, even when there was a crunch of I would say cash and money that was being offered to them.
Well,
but
whether there was a real crunch of funds
quite
and whether the allegations made by the BJP on the crunch are really true or not, we'd get to know. I'll take the reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party as well. But we're playing out this reaction that has come in on the story particularly. Let's play out that political reaction coming.
देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की ये जीत हो रही है। जो रिजल्ट रुझान आ रहे हैं एग्जिट पोल के एकदम विपरीत हैं, उससे आपको पता चलता है कि लोगों को उनके झूठ से वो बाहर आ चुके हैं। आम आदमी पार्टी के आपके झूठ से बाहर आ गए और सबको पता है कि मोदी जी अगर झुग्गी के साथ मकान दिए, 3,500 फ्लैट की चाबी दी है, कूड़ा को रिसाइकल करके साफ प्लांट तो शुरू हो गया है, पानी साफ होगा, यमुना नदी साफ होगी, तो पूरे देश की जनता के साथ साथ दिल्ली की जनता यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के साथ खासकर हमारे पूर्वांचलिया के हम धन्यवाद देव कि भैया जोन बात बहिल जोन समझायल गई जोन रुआ लोग समझला वो रिजल्ट जोन देताड़ा वो खातिर हम हमारे समाज के धन्यवाद देव कि कमल के निशान पर विश्वास, हमारे मोदी जी पर विश्वास, भारतीय जनता पार्टी पे विश्वास बरकरार रखिए। देश का भला होता, देश का भला हुई, गरीब का कल्याण हुई और ये वही पार्टी गरीबों की एक ही पार्टी है, वो है भारतीय जनता पार्टी। ऐतिहासिक जीत हो रही है गुजरात में। हम लोग 140, 145, 150 भी हो जाएं, वॉन्ट बी सरप्राइज। हिमाचल प्रदेश भी हम लोग जीत रहे हैं। उपचुनाव जहां मैनपुरी में हुआ।
All right, we're going to go over now to our reporters who are also on the ground. We heard from guests, but now we want to bring you ground perspectives. My colleague Yash is with us right now. He's outside the BJP headquarters. He's been bringing us minute-by-minute updates. Yash, we want to come over to you to ask you this question. A little while earlier, our colleague Pallavi brought us an interview with Manoj Tiwari. The BJP seems to still be saying that they are neck to neck with the Aam Aadmi Party, even though most recent numbers, and I want to draw our audience's attention to the numbers we're flashing at the bottom of our screen. The most recent numbers seem to show that the Aam Aadmi Party is in a very clear lead over there, 133 versus 104. Yash, are you seeing that reflected in the BJP headquarters as we speak?
Well, Toya, BJP at this point in time doesn't have any other option but to showcase the optimism when it comes to these entire elections. And in fact, moments from now, Tarun Chugh also came here at Delhi BJP office, and in fact I'll show you certain visuals from here. People of the Bharatiya Janata Party are still quite positive. They are thinking that these elections could be turned with with passing time, and in fact we've seen that results on certain seats are out, and in fact it's almost going 50-50. Some seats are going to the Bharatiya Janata Party, certain seats are going to the Aam Aadmi Party. Though still, both the parties are at loggerheads when it comes to the election numbers. And in fact, if we talk about the trends, definitely the trends are with the Aam Aadmi Party, and this is what the exit polls had indicated earlier also. In fact, a lot of senior leaders from the Bharatiya Janata Party are inside. In fact, the National General Secretary of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Tarun Chugh, also came a little while ago. And in fact, we see how BL Santosh was here, and Adesh Gupta is also well inside. When we spoke to him, he sounded very optimistic about the results, and he categorically said that it's going to be Bharatiya Janata Party's mayor who will be at the helm of the affairs at the municipal corporation in the national capital. But it still remains to be seen whether the BJP could actually pull off these trends in their favor. And in fact, we have with us Yasir Jilani also, who is the spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Yasir ji.
Welcome back. Our second debate tonight is a tussle over Belagavi on the border between Karnataka and Maharashtra. Yesterday, pro-Kannada groups vandalized vehicles with Maharashtra registration plates. Today, Karnataka buses were defaced in Maharashtra in a tit-for-tat. The chief ministers of both states have spoken to each other, but on the ground, tensions are only increasing. So with neither state blinking first, is it now time for the centre to intervene? right, on the talking point this evening, Mohan Vishwa is Karnataka BJP spokesperson, Krishna Hedge is Shiv Sena leader belonging to the Eknath Shinde faction, and Brijmohan Srivastava, spokesperson of the NCP. Mohan Vishwa, it's a very unique situation. You have a BJP government in Karnataka, a BJP government in Maharashtra, and yet for the last 2 days there's been violence and vandalism. What's going on, sir?
See, Zaka, as you know, post-State Reorganization Act, there was no case like this across any state in India for that matter. It was Maharashtra was the only state which is, again and again provoking by bringing the border dispute. And also post that, the Mahajan report which came in 1966, which was again a team made by the central government then. And who were there in 1966 when the Mahajan report came? It's again Congress and also...
Sir, you leave what happened in the 60s. Please tell me what happened yesterday. Mr. Vishwa, what happened yesterday? Who allowed Kannada Rakshana Vedike people to go there and create that scene? Today Maharashtra is saying whatever you're seeing in Maharashtra, Karnataka buses being attacked, is in response to what those fellows did there at the border. Who allowed that to happen?
No. Our ADGP, Mr. Alok Kumar, he's on the border, he's controlling the situation. He has not allowed any person to, go and vandalize those buses. In fact, he has stopped from Karnataka Rakshana Vedike people entering in those bordering areas. So that's the kind of response we're getting over here. It's a law and order situation where both the CMs of the state, Mr. Basuraj Bommai from our state and also Eknath Shinde from Maharashtra state, they've spoken together and, the people are fine over here.
No, the people are fine. Why are buses being vandalized? Why is black paint being put on Karnataka registration buses? Why are trucks from Maharashtra being vandalized? Krishna Hedge, the fact of the matter is that, in Belgaum, as far as the Mahajan Commission formula is concerned, that was decided in the 1960s. You went to court in 2005-6. For the last 15 years, the court has not decided on that matter. But please tell me, Krishna Hedge, आज वायलेंस सिंधु दुर्ग में हुआ, सोलापुर में हुआ, क्या लेना देना है कि बेलगाम में जो हो रहा है उसके साथ?
Firstly, I would like to condemn the actions from the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike, who have been doing this for quite some time. Yesterday, they vandalized 6 buses from Maharashtra, and therefore, because of every action, there is a reaction. Now, our Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has spoken to Honorable Home Minister Amit Shahji, and our Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ji has also spoken to the Honorable Home Minister Amit Shahji. And now there is a solution. Both of them also spoken to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Bommai.
What is the solution?
Has also assured
what is the solution?
And he said that he will book the culprits. And the people who have done this from the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike will be booked. And I'm sure that Amit Shahji, who is looking at it, and he has been
No, but what about all the Karnataka buses that were vandalized in Sindhudurg and in Solapur? Who's going to take action there?
Zaka, there was black paint which was sprayed over the windows of those buses. They were not vandalized. Over that, like I said, for every action, there is going to be a reaction.
Sir, I'm showing you the pictures. You can see the pictures. One second. Can we just show the Maharashtra pictures, please? One second. Mr. Edike, please see. I don't know if you have a TV next to you, but please see. Just show the Maharashtra pictures, buses being vandalized. And this is not in Belgaum, by the way. This is not in the district in Maharashtra bordering Karnataka. This is happening in Sindhudurg, this is happening in Solapur, which are far away from Belgaum. I'm asking a very simple question. Who's going to take action against those people?
Like I said, Zaka, for every action, there's going to be a reaction. And this is the emotional reaction of the people. It is not that someone is doing it. But I must say here that the Congress and the NCP are adding fuel to the fire. They have just lost their government around 5 months ago, and therefore they cannot digest the fact that a new government, which is a National Alliance, has come into power, and therefore they are instigating a lot of people on the border areas to create trouble.
Okay.
But
Brijmohan Srivastava is there today, of the NCP. Brijmohan Srivastava, you are instigating. Even yesterday, Sharad Pawar Saab, who's a tall leader in Indian politics, saying, I'm giving 24-hour notice to Karnataka Chief Minister. Everything must stop. I mean, that doesn't seem like people are trying to calm down tempers. That seems like trying to inflame tempers.
Jagat Saab, asking for the safety and security for the pupils. Do you think that it is a motivation for this? Will you categorize it's a fueling? Pawar Saab is spoken to the Chief Minister because he is an incompetent Chief Minister of Karnataka. He is unable to control the law and order in his state. Either he is promoting this violence This is very simple. Why this is happening in the Maharashtra? Because both chief minister is playing telephone. They are contacting on telephone.
नहीं, लेकिन श्रीवास्तव जी ये बताइए, नहीं पिछले 2.5 साल से आपकी सरकार थी वहां पे, वन सेकंड मिस्टर श्रीवास्तव जी, पिछले 2.5 साल से तो आपकी सरकार थी, तब की मुख्यमंत्री ने कुछ नहीं किया, अब आके बोल रहे हैं कि वो झंडा निकालेंगे 17 तारीख को। आपकी सरकार ने भी कुछ करना चाहिए था ना इस मुद्दे के।
गवर्नमेंट व्हाई दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू रिजाइन?
No, why? What did your government do, Mr. Brijmohan Srivastav? Uddhav Thackeray and your party were in power for 2.5 years. Today, Uddhav Thackeray is saying मैं 17th को वहाँ मार्च लेके जाऊंगा। आपने क्या किया जब सत्ता पे थे?
Government was working. What they have done at that time? They were having 5 years now. If they were the honest for this issue, why they have not taken action in their period?
Mohan Vishwa, again I come back to it. You have BJP government in Maharashtra, BJP government in Karnataka, and yet there is violence between individuals of both states.
See, Zaka, as our chief minister clearly told that, since the case is in the court, it should decide legally. That is the stand he has taken, they have taken. And also the CM of Maharashtra, Mr. Eknath Shinde ji also has spoken with the chief minister. When the things are going on like this, and the talks are going on like this, imagine today also, or yesterday probably, or today, Supriya Sule, who is also a member of parliament from the NCP, she added fuel to the fire. And also I want to ask one more thing. The same Sharad Pawar, when he was in Congress before starting NCP in late 90s, what did he do for 30 years between 1966 and 1990s? Somewhere when he started NCP, and he was a part of Sagri, as you said, for 2.5 years.
We have gone to the Supreme Court.
They were the ones
resolve the matter.
They were the ones.
Mr. Vishwa, once again, Mr. Srivastava is responding. Mr. Srivastava is responding by saying, what did Sharad Pawar do?
Believing on the law
Mr. Srivastava.
They are not.
What did he do for fleet?
He's saying. Srivastava ji, क्या किया आपने?
Why you are not waiting for the Supreme Court decision? Both people, both state government by the party and the party, and both people.
Is it decided? Is the case decided? Do you know what's happening?
No, but Mohan Vishwa ji, why don't you wait for the Supreme Court verdict? Who, again, I come back to it. Who allowed Karnataka Rakshana Vedike to go to the border and create that drama? Create this scene? I'm showing those pictures. If law and order is a state subject, and Chief Minister last week spoke to Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra and said those two cabinet ministers should not come if they enter the Karnataka border, 144 will be imposed and they'll be taken into custody. But Narayan Gowda can go and he can create trouble.
Say, Zaka, I'm telling you, like as he said, as our Shiv Sena spokesperson was telling, there is a reaction for every action. But even then, Chief Minister have taken a call, and also the District Commissioner of Belagavi also have given a proper instruction for not entering them. And Mr. Alok Kumar, who is the ADGP of the state, he is sitting there. He is sitting there in the border. I don't know whether you have seen that videos or not.
He is sitting, but he is waiting for
the people who are entering Karnataka and who are going out of the country.
Also, I have a very big problem. I have a very big problem with this argument of action and reaction. तब तो मतलब IPC, CRPC सब तो बंद कर देना चाहिए कृष्णा हेडगे. If every action is going to have a reaction, then people should just fight. Why have IPC? Why have rule of law? क्या मतलब है?
I have been telling you that the honorable chief ministers of both the states have spoken to each other. The DCM has spoken to the
phone खेल रहे हैं. They are playing phone.
We have all spoken to the Home Minister, the Honorable Home Minister of India.
Give the solution, sir. Krishna ji, give the solution.
श्रीवास्तव जी एक सेकंड बीच में मत बोलिए श्रीवास्तव जी बीच में मत बोलिए कृष्णा हेड गया.
Let me complete what I'm saying.
Yes.
When the things are being sorted out at the border or in the two states, why are the Congress, NCP and the Shiv Sena leaders trying to
Mr. Headgay, I'm asking you, can you give an assurance by the end of the week? By the end of the week, this problem will be sorted? The violence will stop? The vandalism will stop? क्या आप assurance दे सकते हैं to our viewers?
Sorted by the government. We are working on it. This problem will be
sorted. Government. And I must tell you, the Congress was in power.
So let me add this. The Congress was in power for 50 years. They ruled both the states, Karnataka and Maharashtra, for 50 years. They could not bring a solution to this problem. And today they are sitting down at the border in Kolhapur and all these areas and instigating the people there. This is not fair.
No, when in 2005, one second. Srivastava ji, when in 2005 state of Maharashtra went to Supreme Court, तब तो बीजेपी की सरकार नहीं थी, आपकी सरकार थी.
बिल्कुल.
नहीं, एक सेकेंड, आंसर माय क्वेश्चन, वन सेकेंड. 1966 में महाजन कमीशन का रिपोर्ट 1966 में आता है और 2005 में आप उसको चैलेंज करते हैं. श्रीवास्तव जी, महाजन कमीशन रिपोर्ट came in 1966 and you are challenging it in 2005. 40 साल हो गए आपको कोर्ट जाने में.
डिसीजन जो हुआ है, उसकी जो ऊपर की फोरम है, वहां पर जाकर अपील करने के लिए वहां पर भी आयोग ने
40 साल नहीं लगती अपील करने में. 40-45 साल नहीं लगते अपील करने में.
हम कोर्ट में गए ना.
श्रीवास्तव जी, कोर्ट में जाने के लिए 40 साल क्यों लगे आपको? No, why did it take 40 years for you to go to court? क्या कर रहे थे उतने साल?
Sharad Pawar was in Congress then, way back.
You asked this question to the Supreme Court of India, not
because he started NCP.
You asked why you are not asking this question?
Can I get into this?
Mr. Headgate, yes.
To deprive us from
the Mahajan. Can I speak now, please?
Yeah.
The Mahajan Commission was established in 1966. The Mahajan Commission was rejected. The Congress was in power for 50 years, both in Maharashtra and Karnataka, and they failed on all fronts, not only on the border issue of Karnataka and Maharashtra, but also in the border issue of Kerala and Karnataka, and also Chandigarh and Punjab and all other states. So
no, but Mr. Headgate, one second. Let me ask you. I want a clear answer tonight, Mr. Headgate. If you were to go by, एक second, can I only have Mr. Headgate on the screen? If you were to go by Mahajan Commission report's formula of dividing these villages, is it acceptable to Eknath Shinde faction of Shiv Sena?
No. I told you very clearly the Mahajan Commission report was rejected. The Mahajan Commission report was rejected for reasons I do not want to now specify on television. But the problem was not only between Maharashtra and Karnataka, but
Mr. Headgate, this issue then needs to be settled.
And Punjab.
Karnataka's claim is, one second, Karnataka's claim is that all the political representation there is either with the BJP or with other Karnataka parties. The Maharashtra Ekikaran Samiti, which claims to represent Maharashtra people there, I don't know the last time they had an MLA from there. So point is, then how are you going to decide how this division is going to happen? There has to be some formula. Can't be arbitrary.
See, firstly, most of the people living in Belagavi or Belgaum, as you called it earlier, are Maharashtrians. So we have a hold over Belagavi. We feel that Belagavi is ours. So there is no dispute on that. Over that, now if there is a ruling in the Supreme Court, which I don't want to talk about because the matter is sub judice, the Supreme Court, the Honorable Supreme Court will take a decision on it. So let us wait for the decision on the Supreme Court and what the Honorable Court decides.
You can't decide कि चलो ये district bordering है, ये हमारा है. Fact, then you tell me, political representation, why is that there is a Marathi party there? They have not been winning MLAs. There has to be some reason there.
No. Today the issue is the trouble created by the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike.
Yes.
And the debate is on that. So let us stick to that topic. Let us not go into demarcation.
No, that's what I started with this and I'm going to end with this. Last 30 seconds, Mohan Vishwa. Ultimately, if you're saying Belgaum is Karnataka property, Karnataka territory, then law and order on Karnataka territory is Karnataka government's responsibility. And in that, sadly, yesterday, by allowing Rakshana Vedike and other fringe groups there, you have only worsened the situation. You have not tried to control the situation.
See, Zaka, for us, Mahajan report is final, Belagavi is ours. There is nothing, there is no doubt about it. But as far as law and order situation is concerned, Karnataka Rakshana Vedike is a group of Kannada activists. They are not some other fringe element kind of a thing. They are also, have a right to protest to everything. Yes, as far as law and order is concerned, we have taken a proper care. As I told you earlier, our ADGP himself is sitting over there. But what about other stuff? What about
I'll wrap up with this. I say the same thing. If MES, same argument. If Maharashtra Ekikaran Samiti has no popular support democratically, they can't show that. I say the same for Karnataka Rakshana Vedike. If they want to show popular support, they should contest elections. Fact of the matter is, they have never got any kind of popular support in Karnataka, electorally, democratically speaking. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much to all our guests. In a moment, Maria Shakil joining you with News Epicenter.
बीजेपी का भी सहयोग चाहता हूँ, इसमें मैं कांग्रेस का भी सहयोग चाहता हूँ, मैं सबका सहयोग चाहता हूँ। सबके सहयोग से हम दिल्ली को ठीक करेंगे।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बहुत अच्छा चुनाव लड़ा। दिल्ली के लोगों ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के ऊपर भी भरोसा जताया है। हमने 39% वोट लिए हैं।
प्रचार प्रसार की जीत हुई है और जो जनता के विषय थे, जो मुद्दे थे, वो शायद अभी भी दबे रह गए।
Hello everyone, you're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakil. The Aam Aadmi Party has won the MCD elections, dislodging the BJP from power after 15 years. Arvind Kejriwal's party has won 134 seats.